Hello and welcome to Questbound Realms. Last time a group of potential heroes, Bramble, Peaches, King, and Fable, came together in an unexpected circumstance. Reunited with some old friends in the form of Otis, and struck a deal with an organization known as the Accorda. We open in the early morning before the sun has risen inside Otis's little storefront. What is everyone doing?
There are now 3 couches.
Fable's gonna take out his deep, heavy tobacco.
And Bramble is gonna take out his weed and join him.
How are you?
Morning smoke. Peaches is praying.
Who are you praying to?
Doing our
gotcha.
mumbling, you know?
Yeah.
Is
Understood.
it praying or is it insanity? We'll never
Or is
know.
it
We will
possession?
never know.
I am.
Is that a different? Is that a different kind of the thingy that you do?
You want to try it?
Is that weed?
Can you inhale?
Is it?
I actually tried to get
It's
him.
like a
He did
like a
enjoy.
blunt. It's like a roll.
He actually
Bruh.
actually enjoyed. It's actually some of my.
I take like the blunt and I just kind of like reach in my like inside of it
Ew.
and I scoop out the stuff and I just like put it in the mouth of the pumpkin.
Did you wash your hands?
You don't got hands.
He don't got hands.
Like just a cloud of smoke just comes out of like the pumpkin's mouth.
How'd you burn that in there?
It's just it's. That is how it digests smokable goods. Is by putting it in its mouth and then it.
This is pretty strong. I'm sorry.
It is. Oh, can I have some?
Switch? Eat it all.
Or the switch, dude. All right. You need a match. Gotcha. There you go.
Whoa!
I blow a perfect smoke ring. Just kidding.
Wait, roll for smoke ring.
How do we roll for
smoke ring?
Roll for smoke ring. Roll a performance.
I got a
check.
13 plus 0, so 13.
Oh. It was an 8. It was not a perfect smoke ring.
Okay.
Plus performance.
Yeah, plus 5.
Oh,
so it was a 3.
I use minor illusion to blow a perfect smoke ring.
No
you
roll
didn't
necessary.
even take like a hit. You just blew a smoke ring.
Yeah.
Oh, this is some good stuff. Well,
I grew it
Bramble.
myself.
you grew this yourself. Feel it in my
It's-
legs. Do you
yeah.
feel it in your legs first? Tim?
Uh,
when you smoke weed?
I no
Apple
longer feel my legs.
I wasn't concerned with that.
Artana was the one who blessed me with these good herbs.
Artana.
Would I be familiar with this? Should I make a religion check?
It's
No check needed.
you know.
Artana is one of the
Oh, that
creators.
one.
Yes,
Was that-
one of the
that
creators.
Artana. Would
One
I
of the
be familiar?
major gods. You've heard of Artana?
Okay.
It's God.
Big name.
Yeah,
Turn it around.
it's a pretty big name.
It's like God.
It's yeah.
Capital G. Jinx. Now we have to kiss.
Oh, you guys. On the air. Wow.
Save it for after the recording, fellas.
That'll be Patreon. So it's the after. It's the after hours. After hours. Okay. Anyways, so
Wow, you grew this yourself. So you're telling me that? Okay. Well, I should say I'm a walking man. All right, would you? Do goats? Do you migrate? What the? So this has got me messed up. Oh my god! Wow,
Have you
this.
never met a stater before?
Oh, I have actually. Your piping's good. You want to explain to me where you're from?
do I notice she has a moon sickle on her?
Yes, you would see that Peaches has a moonsicle on.
I'm
her.
not Peaches.
I know.
I am. So
But-
why are you? Oh, it's
it
related.
Peaches has a
It's
moon-
unrelated,
yeah, switching-
but it's related. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Moving
I
that to the
switched
group.
perspective. So I would obviously notice.
Mhm.
What it says. So Peaches, do you know the importance of the blade you carry?
No. Of who?
Do I? Well, can I just say I canonically have mine?
Yeah.
I think we decided that you
Mhm.
do. Yeah. Okay. Cool. This happened session 0. Fable. I think afterwards we decided. Reaches out his hand to asks if he can.
Exactly. Your good blade, please.
Peaches unattaches it and hands it to
Carabiner. It's like a lanyard. So if I pick it up and I try to inspect it, I guess, and see if it reminds me of any other moonblade, moonsicle that I would be aware of ever, like the one that I haven't revealed yet. But
it's very similar make. It's different in the fact that the enchantments on it, your enchantments are primarily like Fey focused. Like it was created by practitioners of Fey magic type of a deal. Your blade was enchanted that way. Peach's blade is much more like arcane, almost elemental in nature, like part of the material plane and like.
So she'd have to be a druid then.
It's
to delineate that pretty easily.
I would say so.
I know, but like only a druid or ranger can attune to a moon sickle. So she's one of the two. I'm assuming she's not a ranger. I'll gather that silently without saying that.
You
out
can
loud.
gather that.
Even if I'm still in Southern voice. So, do you know how you obtained this, or
No, I've just had it.
ever since you've been alive?
No,
Awake?
ever since I've been awake.
Do you know your past?
No.
Do you know your present?
Yes.
All right. We're getting somewhere. So you don't know King at all?
I've never seen it in my
So
life.
these are
I'm
two
King.
unrelated. This
Thank
is
you.
King. It's a cool little guy. So these are two unrelated parties that happen to have been colliding at this moment yet. But we both have moon sickles, and
Do I know
you're a
Peaches?
druid and you're a satyr, which is a little curious.
No.
Which is not a negative.
Roll a history check for me.
Don't know Peaches. No.
Roll it.
That would ruin like Peach's plot. You can't do that.
It's a 4.
Yeah.
It's a 7.
I'm gonna say the DC was 25.
Yeah.
So
No. Well,
I know Peaches.
I'll probably, if I did,
if
I
you rolled
would.
anoting nat 20, I would have been so.
I wasn't gonna say anything,
angry.
even if
Just
I
retcon it. It can't happen.
Smoke ring.
Yeah, it couldn't have happened.
Ooh, 16 smoke ring, baby.
It's a
Another
decent
one.
smoke.
Yeah. Eat that. Hot Wheels, eat that.
So where do you come from?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I come from Hadley. I have a farm. Have you ever passed through there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I have a farm. I wonder if we've ever traded.
I don't typically stop by to trade with the locals. I try to remain and see. Hopefully.
Oh, so probably never seen you before then.
Oh, that's the hope.
Yeah.
But if I've done my job well, you've never seen me before. No.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you kindly. So you come from Hadley.
Yeah, I have a little farm down there.
Is that your trade?
Yeah. I love farming. Our Twin has blessed me. He had a lot of peaches.
So is that how you got your name?
Yeah.
It's just like peaches. That's all about that big scheme, I guess. Might I wonder? And I'll have to ask it later in a more appropriate time.
As you're quite clearly confused by the much stronger than you're used to weed,
Dude, Bramble makes it good.
Bramble makes it good. Blessed by the gods. You hear a knock on sort of the back room's door, and Yoren peeks his head in. Are you all awake and up and at 'em, ready to go?
Yeah,
All right.
we are.
I'm ready to go.
Grand.
I've been up for hours. Are you awake?
That might not be healthy. I'm clearly awake.
I never went to sleep.
That's terrifying.
Are you supposed to sleep?
That was a joke.
Yeah.
For reference to my fellow players, when you guys went to bed, King stood in the corner and just stood there all night.
Right, if y'all are ready to depart, can you lead them to the area? Probably
I don't
haven't
know.
been to the keep itself, but the area surrounding.
I can get you that.
Lovely.
I can get us emotional there, then we can look for a keep.
Excellent. I'm not exactly sure what you're looking for. There have just been lots of rumors of powerful magic,
Let's keep open minds.
interesting and valuable items of interest and note, possibly historical. Anyway,
Do you have any say as to what this inn keeps with it? Like what food stores it has?
I'm not sure if the keep has good food stores. I'm
But do you have any say as to what this one keeps?
No idea.
Are you hungry?
I think they should keep grapes in here next time. So.
Well, I apologize for not. All right.
And then I wink at him.
Straight up doesn't know how to take anything you're saying.
Right. On your way, I guess. Keep a move on before you're spotted by anyone. I don't want you getting into any more trouble.
You don't. You don't get it. It's okay. It's an inside thing. Sorry.
Lovely.
If King's eyes could get wider, they are like huge right now.
On your way then?
On our way.
Yes.
You depart. You make your way through the city of Wildfell. It is in the dead of night, the very early hours of morning, like maybe 1 or 2 o'clock. It's cold here. I don't know if I mentioned, it is incredibly cold here up north.
Me and Fable were just in a snowy forest,
yes.
So I would,
It's quite chilly. As you make your way across on the ferry, you see an odd sort of flash over the water, but you can't quite make out what it is. And you make it across the shaded gulf, the bay that separates Rudira and Aedrios, to the city of Driftglen. Unless you want to do anything specific in Driftglen, we can skip ahead to the journey on the road.
Voucher time.
Get my arrow back.
Yes, you can get your arrow back.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, dude.
Thank you.
Work here?
Appreciate it.
Now we're here.
Do you have the map pulled up?
Yeah, I have the map pulled up.
Thank you.
Okay.
Dude, that's
the border.
Wow.
That is. Thank you so much for that. That makes me feel great.
It's like the Indiana Jones lines.
Mm-hmm.
The Lego Indiana Jones.
It's in the.
I know, but like the Lego Indiana, you guys are like
Yeah.
the level select.
That is a callback that I wasn't expecting.
It's a good game.
It is a really good game. Yeah.
I'm not
It's
gonna
great.
pay for it, you know? I'm not gonna give that money.
You find yourselves on the road. Is there anything you want to do? Any interactions you want to have? You all just barely met each other, so if there's any question.
So, what do you fear the most?
The government is pretty scary.
I can work with that. What do you fear the most? You never answered.
Strokes his beard.
Fable just stares boldly.
Takes a big hit.
A huge hit, even.
This big.
This big. As big as an ancient silver dragon.
Where are you from? Where does she think she's from? I should say.
Well, that's what we're trying to find out.
Any clues?
Yeah, this quest we're gonna go on. The poster.
I met you like 2 hours ago. You gotta understand here.
Oh, we're sorry.
I'm from the woods.
Forgive my aggressive
This is kind of true. Hey,
approach.
I forgive you.
We're just trying to find where Peaches here. We're just trying to find the person on the poster. Well, yeah, because hopefully they can.
Aren't you the person on the
I
poster?
am not.
Do I recognize the person on the poster?
If I have to say it
From
again,
the dream?
freaking this
From the dream?
poster.
Make a history check.
The poster has a freckle.
Yes, make a history
There's no
check.
freckle.
Well, also,
9.
is the poster's a human, right?
Yes, the poster is a human.
And she's a wood elf.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's probably better if
clarification.
it's
So-
you need a half elf.
No,
Okay.
no, you're good.
Okay.
Sorry. No, that was my
Okay.
mistake on the first one.
Freudian slip.
It
Okay,
checks out. You're good.
different, okay.
Let me. Okay. So
I don't recognize the face from the
before
dream.
you had amnesia, you were actually half elf.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You hit your head so hard you became.
Can I roll an insight check on Peaches? Just like understand
vibe check?
just vibe check really, and see what she decides from that.
Yeah, roll an insight check, I guess.
I honestly didn't think we'd be going through like kingdoms or like countries.
Oh.
So
Me neither.
14.
14. What are you vibing out of her, I guess?
I'm trying to
There are no
decide
vibes.
like how is she being genuine?
I would say she's being pretty genuine about her confusion. Like, about not, like, straight up not knowing. So, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly as she said. No vibes. Like,
I'm getting no evil
a
vibes.
pretty empty vessel,
No
I would
evil
say.
vibes.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything before the woods either.
Well, let me.
You can't have a sane character arc. Just kidding.
I think this is a lot different. One of them is like a.
That was not
The
Bramble.
characters start speaking in the world.
I don't think I existed before the woods.
I don't think so either. I think I need a minute though.
Not your woods. Different woods.
I need a minute to unpack that. Just give me a minute.
Woods thing.
Just
Hush.
You need your pipe?
You don't do too well.
just gonna.
Yeah. I'll hold it.
Just put it. Yeah. Thanks.
It's very well made.
Put it down.
It's really well made.
Just put it back in its case.
Okay, I'll bring it back.
As we move along the southeastern road from Drift Glen, or rather northeastern road from Drift Glen, it's quiet. Not nearly as eerie as the experience you two had earlier. Rather violent interactions. Birds, you hear birds of prey hunting. You hear the occasional elk or deer
Squawk.
pass by. All of you make perception checks for me.
I'm goated.
You're goated?
know what my perception is. I think it's just a +3. It's just a +3.
Oh, no, just a +3.
23.
23?
I'm so perceptive.
11.
Not rolling good.
If I'm proficient, what's the modifier?
+2. It's just 15.
15. Sorry, what did you get again?
23.
23. Okay, well, that's the best.
Okay.
Nothing super important. Well,
A dragon.
sorry.
It's a volcano.
Roll a d6 to see how many dragons appear.
Volcano.
Volcano. 2d3
Volcane?
dragons.
Is that the word you were looking for?
Volcano.
Sorry.
Volcano.
Volcano. Okay, first of all, wait, what was the lowest again? Sorry, my brain is really...
11.
11. Okay.
That didn't do much better.
So anyone that got above a 15...
Roll these two together.
hears in the distance, and actually once they hear it, they see a pack of larger than average white furred wolves passing by. Like did I say herd? A pack.
A herd of
A
wolves.
herd of wolves. It's
A
the same.
murder of wolves. A murder of wolves.
Indeed.
Squaw!
Yes, the noise a wolf makes.
Do it.
They don't.
Me specifically.
They don't cross paths with you though.
Okay.
You just see them in the distance. But another thing catches the ear of Fable. Just a little crunch of snow behind one of the thick, dark trees, the umberwood, as you're sort of on the outskirts of it.
I sure am glad we're safe out here now that those wolves are gone.
Completely missed it.
You hear another crunch.
Get off the road. Everyone hide.
Peaches is like immediately blending in with the trees.
Everyone make stealth checks, I guess.
I'm gonna hide separate from them.
I'm not good at
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna use my. Well, I guess. Whatever's following us has probably seen me move, so I can't use my false appearance trait, so I'm just gonna hide.
You just gotta hide. 15? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not good at being sneaky.
A 7.
I know, it's tragic.
It's awful.
I'm actually
7?
proficient in stealth, so.
I get
Bramble
You are
basically
not hidden.
Bramble lunges for a bush, but gets stuck. You're too big for the bush.
Oh no, I'm proficient in
I'm
stealth.
hiding
like a
behind the
really big
tree.
person on bottom of a pole.
Yeah.
13.
13?
13.
Okay.
I kind of rely on my false appearance trait, but.
I got 14.
Guess what?
Well, it's not gonna work here right now.
Please not.
It ain't
It's okay, I have a
working.
contingency plan.
Okay.
Okay.
I do not.
As you all sort of lunge for the bushes and hiding behind trees. Sorry, Fable, what did you get again?
I got 14
Oh.
myself.
Okay.
Imagine there's like a.
So
there's
no,
like a
you rolled
bush,
the highest speech.
and there's a pumpkin on top of it.
Yes. Beautiful. As you all lunge for the bushes,
Later levels will fix this problem.
indeed, you hear a voice ring out. No, wait. I'm fine. Stepping out is a figure, a tall figure, a human, sort of tan skin, not from around here. He's got a nice wide-brimmed hat, heavy coat.
Does it look like Speedwagon from JoJo?
Nobody gets that reference.
Nobody gets that reference.
What?
I'm so
Someone
sorry.
will get that reference.
Someone will get
Shout
that
out
reference.
to you if you get that reference.
Yeah, shout out. Speedwagon from JoJo. You need to show me a picture.
Nobody cares about JoJo.
I'm gonna continue
countertop.
describing this fellow.
No, I
Please
can't.
do.
No.
Kelly, is it?
Thanks.
It's okay.
We can't feed into this.
Yes, you can.
Resting on his hip is what looks like a flute, and on his back, what looks like a lute.
Oh,
He does not look like Speedwagon.
he's a bard.
He seems to be some sort of traveling
gonna imagine him
bard.
as Speedwagon from
Also on his hip is a small, short sword. He doesn't look very intimidating. He's like hands up right now. He emerged from behind a tree. I'm really sorry for scaring you, I guess. I don't know why you lunged for the bushes. I mean, y'all are a paranoid lot, I suppose.
I don't think he knows we're here. Just hold still.
Did that pumpkin just talk?
You just gave
The
yourself
pumpkin
a
sinks a little deeper in the bush.
Right.
Bramble like tries to get out of the bush, like awkwardly,
leg
with,
is
with
stuck.
more leaves in his
Yeah.
hair than usual.
Yeah. What are y'all doing out here? He's kind of just confused at like your reaction to him.
Why were you following us?
I suppose I'm friendly, yeah. Why was I wasn't following you. I was hiding from you because I'm also paranoid. It's the right thing to do up
So
here.
you just judged us for being paranoid.
Listen,
When you yourself.
yeah, that's
Have
that's
some-
kind of the joke, I think. If you
I didn't get it.
yeah, that's all right.
I don't understand humor.
Clearly,
I can tell.
you're an odd one. And he points to King. He doesn't see your whole body, so he's just like, in case none of you recognize me, Emrys the Rhymer. And he waits for recognition. None of you recognize him.
Oh, he's one of those guys where he's like, I'm famous! History check.
Is like the scene in
History check.
in A
Roll
Knight's
history
Tale.
check.
It's like Jeffrey the Right.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
Love Jeffrey.
11.
I'll roll history check.
11?
History
Yeah,
check.
roll history
I
check.
thought it was a Tomser.
6.
I think it's his last name.
Yeah, because it's the real guy. It's the guy who wrote The Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
I got a 15, so maybe I've heard of it.
I freaking love A Knight's Tale. It's such a
Um,
bad movie, but I love it. Anyways.
It's like a
Cinematic masterpiece.
Cinematic masterpiece.
Go.
I get hit
None of
by a
you,
chair.
none of you recognize him. You like vaguely recognize the name.
I probably saw one of his poems somewhere.
Yeah.
Are you from the circus? Because the circus is scary where I come from.
Do not tell him you're from
The
the
circus
circus.
is-
He will assault you.
I'm not. Listen, circus folk freak me out too. I'm not.
Good, good.
Don't.
Keeps your
Even-
soul.
okay,
Keeps your
here's the
soul.
thing,
There's
here's the
haters in
thing.
this
Around
family.
here, people from the circus can be alright people still.
Did they not take your soul at the circus here?
Not all the time.
Take your soul.
Not really.
They're
Oh, I
mostly
know
just-
where
they're
you're from.
mostly just
You're
like-
interesting.
Wait, where am I from?
We'll get to that.
They're mostly just theater kids.
Yeah, circus folk in this world are just equivalent them to theater.
And they do take your soul sometimes.
And sometimes they do take
It's
your
more
soul.
like a
Yeah.
metaphor.
Because they don't have one of their own.
Yeah.
It's like
Boom! Shots fired.
Yeah. It's like how if you become a friend with a ginger, they just take parts of your soul.
Slowly take your soul.
Yeah, 'cause they don't
No,
have
we
to.
don't. It's like homeostasis. There has to be a balance of soul.
Moving on,
I feel
Emrys
cold around
puts his arms down, not in the way that I just did because that was weird. But he puts his arm down. I'm up here because I enjoy exploring. That's the only reason I'm going to give you lot because I don't know you. Where are you up here?
what's your name?
We're exploring.
Emrys the Rhymer.
Emrys is a rhymer.
Emrys.
Emrys.
Sorry, my accent's hard to understand.
Emrys Rhymer.
Emrys the Rhymer. My last name isn't Rhymer. That'd be a...
Right.
I suppose that isn't a horrible last name. But
That is
I've
a
never-
bad last name.
Emrys the Rhymer. Yeah. You
Give
haven't
me a
heard-
rhyme.
You haven't heard of me. I don't actually. That's not. See, it's a.
Best of move.
I'm well known in the South. Ever been to Artis?
Southern.
You know what's down south? The
Southern
dragon.
weirdo.
You should
You
watch out
again
for
with
that.
the dragon.
That's an interesting tale. Truly.
Dragons do have tails.
If I could retell it, if you could
Can you retell it?
That's
rhyming?
okay. That was a good joke. That was a grand. Listen, there's strength in numbers. Up here, it's sort of every man for themselves.
Are you by yourself?
So,
then?
are you employing us as mercenaries or blades?
Is that what's going on?
Is that? Did your mind immediately? That's a little sad. No, I just want to join you on your travels.
Yeah. So you're.
Give me a rhyme.
We're
I'm
about
not.
to go defeat the
I'm
dragon.
not hiring you at all. Defeat a dragon?
We're defeating a dragon. That was the beast. That was Bramble in character.
For the record, I do
Like
not think that's
from
a dragon.
Beauty and
I think she's crazy.
well,
I think I've seen that play.
it's a good one, you know. Written in Artis, where I perform.
We
Y'all
saw that,
are
like,
uncultured swine.
Have I been to Artis? I feel like I've been
You've
everywhere.
been everywhere. You've been to Artis. That's where you learned about the dragon, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, because that's where I read that's where I hyperfixated. I was spending a lot of time in a library at Artis.
So did you read some of his books?
You
I
published?
have
You
not
published?
published any works of novel.
I'm still
So-
waiting for
I've
it.
written some short plays, like one man.
Do they rhyme?
No, they don't. Like.
So
It's a lame. It's a joke nickname I got like 20 years ago.
It's
Honestly,
an inside joke.
it's an inside
Wow.
joke.
We're going to defeat the dragon. We're not.
I
Only if you want to
Fighting
do
a
that.
dragon.
If your friends here don't think you're fighting a dragon, why do you think you're fighting a
can't
dragon?
even rhyme. So I really don't know.
I can
Hold
rhyme
on,
if I try.
Can we
okay?
sidebar for a second?
You really think we're fighting a dragon? What else?
You think you can take a dragon? I read a lot about those suckers, and you are not surviving that encounter.
Okay, well, have you
You
ever seen a dragon? Have a pumpkin or a head? You do not know anything.
I can see there's a lot of tension here. Listen, I literally just want some traveling companions.
Okay, sure, whatever.
I'll go wherever you go.
All right. Will you listen to me when I tell you to get yourself out of danger?
Absolutely.
Then you're allowed to stay.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
I won't risk tail or hide for you folk, so yeah.
Let's go.
Can you just try and give me one rhyme?
Fable begins walking.
Only because you asked, I won't do it.
Oh.
Yes,
Are
go.
you gonna sing us a song?
No,
I don't think
I
you
don't
can
sing, I don't... Okay, I sing sometimes.
You have
Do they
instruments?
have rhymes
Yes,
in them?
I have
Do you
instruments.
play?
Yes, I play.
Proof? I conjure up like the weirdest instrument.
bassoon!
in my brain. Like it's not a real instrument. It's like multiple instruments
It's an
combined,
automaton.
and
It's
I'm
like
like,
the thing from the Grinch.
I can manage that.
Automaton.
I can manage that, yeah.
Just make
His
it
hands go
just
right
Make
there.
it an automaton.
Y'all are interesting.
I have a mood.
Y'all are interesting.
I don't have any loot.
Well,
Well, you're allowed to ride with us as long as you.
Where do you come from?
Do you
all
love-
over.
Do you
All
love your
over.
mother? But where were you?
Does your mother know where you are right now?
My mother is a... I haven't spoken to her in quite some time, but I believe
How
she
many
knows
years?
a lot. More than a few decades.
She dead?
No. I appreciate the personal sort of questions. It's interesting.
That's
Most folk keep to themselves out here. You good?
we're waiting.
You're really pondering, aren't you?
It takes approximately, I'm going to say, a week of travel. You good, guys?
We're fighting.
Okay.
We're beefing. We're working out our beefs.
Yeah.
Our struggles.
Okay. You move on. It takes about a week until you get to this, and you actually cross a river to get to the far southeastern edge of Rudira. And you eventually get to this sort of, not valley, but like you crest a hill and there's almost a plateau of like flat ground resting above everything else in the area. And on this plateau, maybe still a few miles out, is a small castle.
Is the bard still with us?
He is still with you. He's stayed with you the whole time.
He's gonna play battle music.
Emrys would play
It's gonna be
the
like
sickest battle music.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I'll have you all roll perception checks
They call me the Coda.
as you approach what you believe to be your
You got
what you
16.
believe to be your quarry.
Yeah, if it's
Okay.
8.
8.
Oh no, wait, no, I got a better. I'm just not proficient. So 14.
Okay.
16. I also I don't remember. Never mind.
You don't remember?
Because it's like not. It's not tracking, is it?
You would not have advantage on this. If that's what you're asking. Sorry to say that. But yeah. Shed
I was
tears.
just trying to remember if it was
Shed
survival
tears.
checks or Okay, it's just to track. Never mind.
You ain't tracking a key.
Straight up, just perceive the castle, please.
16.
16. Sorry, you can cut all that out. I'm new to this. I usually play monk.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. I'll say 16 does it.
Okay.
The keep is small, but well fortified, save for the evident lack of any patrol or guards. It's quiet, like eerily quiet. There's zero movement at all. Too quiet. And there's a feeling in the air almost of like unease. And despite it being midday, it seems to get like unnaturally dark for some reason. You don't like perceive it at first, but when you look around, you sense something. Like the beginning of a solar eclipse. Like that just eerie dark during the day.
It gets darker.
It gets a little darker as you get closer to the keep.
Okay.
Um,
It seems like illusory or some sort.
most likely.
Yeah, you're like, yeah. It's like, yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. You don't know exactly what you're looking for in this place.
You just said like artifacts, right? Like we're looking for things of significance.
Yes, just artifacts or things of significance.
Cool
Powerful
stuff.
magic, stuff like that. You approach the keep. Emrys is looking a bit, not worried, more like,
Apprehensive.
make insight checks, actually.
We just made it.
King doesn't care.
That's fine. Yeah, if you don't care of inciting Emrys,
20
odd behaviors. 20? Nat?
16.
No.
Dirty 20.
Dirty.
Okay. Fable, as you guys are approaching,
Thank
Thank you
you
for
like
that.
Matthew Mercer.
as you are approaching the keep, and as Fable, you sort of see Emrys out of the corner of your eye. You get the feeling that he almost knows what's up. You can tell he got concerned once he realized that it was getting darker, like unnaturally dark. He knows something's up. It's quiet, too quiet.
Stop.
He's a rival treasure hunter, I have a feeling.
What treasure are we even hunting?
So Fable's
Emrys, I'm
commanding
going to ask you
Emrys
this.
to stop.
That
Emrys stops.
What's going on?
Nothing. It's just a bit eerie, you know?
Why?
What's wrong?
I've experienced something like this before. Wasn't great. Didn't end well.
And what is it?
Danger.
Could be nice to know where we're going.
Can I roll intimidation?
Yeah, roll intimidation for me.
Plus 0.
I'm-
so.
Before you roll,
Okay.
would it be feasible with King's abilities to assist by essentially making it even darker?
Necrometry.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
It wouldn't make a difference.
Batteries are good.
For reasons.
Could I have
unbeknownst to you.
like a distant like?
You can.
I'll just try.
You can try, but it
No, it's
won't
getting
do
darker,
anything.
though.
I'll
No
just try.
illusion will
I'll
do
just
anything.
try.
I was just trying to give him advantage
Yeah.
with some illusion stuff.
6.
6. Emrys doesn't look phased by your interrogation.
King goes up, puts a hand on his shoulder, staring into the pumpkin. The image of King flickers, and Emrys sees something within the mouth of the pumpkin that doesn't need to be described, but only to him. And I'm going to attempt to intimidate him.
Okay.
Why?
Why
don't we just go into this blind?
Interesting.
Here we go.
Emrys doesn't seem... Since you're this close to him, make either an insight or arcana check to see if your intimidation did anything. If you're like...
Not intimidation check, just
No, don't make an intimidation check.
I'm a
Make
+5
an
on
insight
Arcana.
or arcana check.
arcana. 17.
17. To be cliche about it, there's more than meets the eye with this guy.
Yeah.
With a 17, you don't get anything. You could assume he has some magical ability. You've seen him create some illusions on the road while he was playing, but there's more to this guy. You don't know what, but there's definitely more. And he seems worried.
I don't know a lot, but I know when someone's lying. Sometimes. And I'm gonna be honest, there's only so much room for illusionists and liars in this group, and I fill up most of that. You can either tell us what's going on, or, well,
We're not going to worry at you. This place has been touched by an individual I've encountered before. I don't know what that means, but it seems awfully quiet for a guarded keep of supposed, as you've explained, magical intrigue and trinketry. So I think you'll be fine going in. My honest opinion, you should be fine.
Perfect. Let's go in. And King starts marching towards.
I wouldn't. I'm not going in with you.
I'm waving behind me.
Right. Don't die. You lot seemed interesting traveling with you. If you do make it out, tell me a good story.
Dude, he's freaking what's the guy from Witcher? Is he just like the bard from Witcher where he's gonna tell stories about us?
I guess so. I don't know Witcher.
You don't know?
I don't know
Oh,
Witcher.
okay,
This is
never
not a purposeful reference to that fella.
But he's like the bard that's gonna
He's
gonna
just
tell
the
the
medieval
story.
guy.
He's just the medieval
He's
guy.
the bard that's gonna
He's
tell the
the bard
story.
Yeah.
from The Hobbit that goes like, yeah.
Well, let's just say you enter the keep proper.
Which is in the front door.
You're just. I mean, the thing is, the gates were open, like not open. They were like broken,
Nothing about this place is like decrepit.
but not.
Just besides the
Nothing
doors
about this
being broken.
place is decrepit. The door isn't even broken in like a big monster broke through. More like the lock is finally like cracked in a way that like lockpicks or a thief wouldn't do. It just is broken.
Like a sledgehammer.
Like-
like a crowbar, like
Sure, yeah.
yanked at it.
Something just yanked at it. As you sort of enter,
Sorry.
and as you got closer to the keep, actually, you saw a couple bodies on the outside,
Like Dracula style?
like Dracula style.
Like bodies like spiked up on the freaking...
not bodies, not spiked up. They are not
Castlevania
spiked up.
Just kind of dead, you know? Just regular dead.
They're just regular dead. There aren't like
It's just a regular body.
Oh, okay. A
You know, like,
regular dead
the
body
ones you
that I've
just
seen in
cut
real life.
just a regular.
Yeah,
There aren't
you know.
wounds, but there are areas of like exposed like neck or even face on one. As you move through the keep, that are like
check on them.
darkened. Like,
Product damage.
yeah, make a medicine check, I guess.
I'm proficient.
But yes, it seems like you've
I'm proficient
seen
too.
You can also
bodies
just make an individual.
rot and like when people get frostbite and stuff, necrosis
I just got a 21.
like takes place and like that part of the body is like essentially dead. That's what's happened here.
Okay. Interesting.
You two having fun over there?
Yeah, I got 21.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Something probably magical because it's like directed and in different spots on all of them. Something magical and necrotic.
Okay.
Murdered these men.
You relay this information.
Actually,
Yeah.
Bramble and Fable, you're the only ones that also recognize all of these men as members of. Well, actually, both of you, just you two, make history checks. I don't want to share too much information.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh,
Okay.
So you
Great.
have to share a lot.
I have to share a lot of information now. Those nat
get
20s, I get to, you're right. You recognize most of these individuals as soldiers. It isn't that hard to recognize their armor. They have colors on them.
It's uniform.
It's a uniform. What did you roll again, Fable?
19.
19. Okay.
Bless you.
Both of you recognize amongst the ranks of like regular, oddly enough, council, like Aedriosi government military, not Rudiran, Aedriosi.
Oh, the country that we're not in right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
The other one.
They're like regular military garb, but also you specifically recognize the garb of something that you've heard in passing as like a rumor. You don't even know what it is, but you've seen the symbol before, and it's on the uniform of just a few of them of something called the Veiled Step. You aren't sure what that is. You've just you've heard rumors of an organization and a symbol to go along with it. Same with you, Fable. You've heard, really, you don't know the name of the organization, actually. You've just seen the symbol on some,
It's like an anarchy symbol. Just
it's like some military.
So, do they look like they're like ranked against each other or with each other?
No, there are hardly any of the soldiers' weapons are even drawn. So it looks, I mean, you've had experience with some like looking over battles and like the dead bodies.
They look like.
They look like they were surprised.
Alright, makes sense.
They were not in.
Not gonna be us.
They were in
And-
cohesion with one another.
Yes, all of them were
Just
together.
Orion told us
Um,
they don't got that element of surprise.
They were very much surprised. The keep is yours. There's a main gate, or rather a main door entry to like inside, probably some sort of not lobby. Yeah, like an entry dining hall sort of area. Not all of you, but some of you are familiar with like regular barracks.
Standard castle architecture.
Yeah, standard castle
You
architecture.
guys
Is
have
it
played
Gothic?
Age of Empires 2. I freaking love it.
The walls, there's walls and parapets that you can walk along as well. And there's another smaller door leading to a tower connected to the main building, but separate as well.
It looks like it was a well-populated place at one point.
There were quite a few soldiers for such a small keep.
Alright.
The soldiers were like, sorry if I missed this. Like they belonged here. Like they weren't invading. They were
No,
defending.
all of them were here. Like together, they were supposed to be here. And in fact,
I thought they were
I won't make you
allied.
roll for it. You can tell like new supplies had just come in because there are wagons of like unloaded
So these forces
and
were...
rotting. Even though it's super, actually, it's cold enough that they probably wouldn't rot. Like vegetables and meats, like salted
Is
meats.
this keep like kind of by itself on a hill, or is it
Yeah,
okay?
no, it's very much like
So
Secluded?
it's somewhat recently
maybe
abandoned.
70 or 80
It's not
miles
like
to the
somebody's
next
living here over
civilized
time.
area. Yeah.
Okay.
To see if there's any people that have been traveling through. That would have passed through like any army.
Gotcha.
Like, larger size.
There are no outside the gates besides the single trail of like wheel tracks and foot tracks that you guys followed to the main gate. There are no signs of like entry. There are no footsteps. There are no signs of like an army mobilizing outside the gates. There's nothing.
Is the dragon. You and your gosh darn dragon.
You gotta love that dragon.
Can I tell you? Actually, I hate it.
Do not.
I hate
You're
that
right.
dragon.
You hate that dragon.
There's no way to track any sort of thing going out of town, is what you're saying.
No, not unless it like took the worn path. But there would be no way to track the difference between.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Good to know.
What's the general?
Investigate.
Let us
Let's go find some
investigate.
artifacts.
What's the general layout of like we're inside the keep proper? Right
If
now?
you go, so right now you would be in like the courtyard, which is relatively small, only enough space for like a small stable for horses and like 2 wagons and some gathering space. But there are still quite a few guards out. And you see a lot of bodies that have fallen off of the walls as well. So like they didn't even have a chance to like call anyone or anything.
they kind of all just dropped.
They
dead
dropped.
where they were.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry. I accidentally hit. I was getting some feedback and I accidentally hit one of the soundboard things, so it's still going. Wah, wah, wah. In the middle of the explosion.
Leave that in.
I might leave that in.
It was like it was like jazz, like funk fusion music
I
started
love
playing.
that.
I was like,
I love that.
Sorry.
I spilled on myself. Okay.
Sorry, but it shouldn't affect your audio,
No.
so you're good.
We're
You don't
good.
have to re-explain.
Great. So yeah, it seems like a lot of bodies just sort of fell. There wasn't, again, they were surprised by something. You're in the courtyard right now. The keep itself is the majority of like the space. And from the outside, it isn't like a large keep. There's probably just enough room to hold all of these men and some sort of kitchen. Maybe not even like a captain's quarters. Like it's pretty tiny.
I'm investigating. I'm
Great.
exploring. Like in the main.
Do you want to like, yeah, you can enter. It's like all the candles are blown out. There's more bodies inside.
Boy died.
Everybody died.
Yeah.
Did no.
But you can explore. I'm going to say, just for the sake of speed, you don't sense danger. You can split up. You can look around. Right now, you are fine.
Alright, I'm gonna make myself a few investigation checks to see perhaps as to the nature or origin of
Looking for suspicious artifacts.
precisely.
Okay.
I got 15.
15.
No, 16.
Oh, great. Is anyone else looking for?
Yeah.
I forgot I made myself
this is-
proficient.
I would probably just follow Fable around.
Okay.
Oh, I got an 18.
Nice.
I got an 8.
Shucks.
I got a rock.
So you probably stay in like the dining room area, Peaches.
I'm
just,
gonna like
Yeah.
have my
mingling with the
Yickle,
corpses,
No!
looking at what they have on them.
Yeah.
I'm
Which
gonna
is
use my
much.
Yickle as like a poking stick.
Yeah.
You know,
I will say, Peaches, even with that failure, as you're like sort of examining, you're not looking for artifacts per se, but you're examining the bodies more so in like a more controlled space than outside. While like the areas, if you're curious enough to like touch, I don't know how much morbid curiosity Peaches have.
Like,
Peach has.
low-key, yeah.
Okay. If like Peaches touched like the darkened areas, it would be like ice cold. everywhere else, all the bodies are still warm.
Ooh, that's creepy.
So like, it must have happened pretty recently.
Can I like do a medicine check to like see that if I can do like a time of death?
Yeah, make a medicine check. We'll get to
Proficient.
Fable and Bramble.
You're right, it's all good.
No.
I'm a patient man. Man of my word.
Wisdom. 23.
23.
I know.
Dang,
I'm
you
gonna
know.
get my Sherlock Holmes tobacco hype going,
Great.
man. I gotta.
Get the hat.
This keeps going.
Yeah, do you
I
have the
don't
hat?
have
Does
the
Fable
hat.
have the hat?
Come on.
Hey, man.
That's
I
disappointing.
don't have the hat. I'm not Sherlock Holmes himself. I just like the book series. Dude, actually.
In canon.
In real life, me.
Yeah.
I
yes.
love Sherlock.
That
The
checks.
fabled ranger Sherlock Holmes.
Dude, I freaking and Watson
There's
doesn't shoot
literally
unarmed
a
civilians.
Sherlock Holmes rogue class. Let's be honest.
Watson and
guys.
That- yes,
Sherlock
there is an
Holmes don't
inquisitor.
kiss.
It's like
What?
I know.
Going back to the medicine check.
I can say
people
that.
died. People
Pe-
died.
People died. With a 23, that's pretty insane. They died within the past like 5 hours. And you wouldn't have been able to tell outside because it's so cold here that the bodies just
Wait.
immediately like they're cold and
Yeah.
frozen outside. But inside where there's like some seemingly magical insulation, it's pretty warm in here actually. The bodies are still like probably 5, maybe 4 hours. since
King
they
would
were
like
killed.
to ask God a question.
Yes. Yes.
So we
King.
were sent to investigate this keep,
Yeah.
but as far as they knew, it was occupied.
As far as they knew, it had been occupied. Is the information they had. Like,
But it was like if we had arrived here 5 hours earlier, there would have been people here
There are
yes, there would have been.
Yeah.
live.
From what you
people.
can tell, it was like there's still dust
Oh.
on every. I'll just say this because you asked the very specific question. If you, as you're investigating, you can tell that like, 6 hours hence, like there's dust everywhere. There's still, it was unoccupied.
Okay, so
So
these guys probably
These guys
in-
came here, maybe not 6 hours, maybe like a day or two.
Okay,
hence.
I was thinking that these were the guards of the keep, but it's more like
No, but
the
they're
army was
guards from the other
occupying.
country.
But it like,
Yeah.
there's-
It's more
it
like
seems
they
they're
found an
supposed to be
abandoned
here.
keep and they were occupying it.
I would say it's more like they were coming to
Like a transition.
reoccupy a keep.
Reoccupy.
Because I should have said there are flags of the Aedriosi
so
Council
this is like an embassy.
in this.
Yes,
This is probably sort of like a military embassy.
Were there
Okay.
good, like,
Yeah.
how high ranking were the folk on the floor?
It's probably not too high ranking. It's out of the way enough that it might just be like a supply route for more like down low embassy operations. But none of you are like politically aware enough to
Yeah,
like
but
know
like,
exactly.
like
what
there's
Yeah.
no like
But there's
highly
not like a-
decorated
like a-
officer or
yeah.
something.
No, you don't see any
Yeah.
like. There's almost no differentiating ranks unless like you know the specific marks on their armor because there are a few differences.
I would know, but like not.
You wouldn't. There's
Not
no
intimately.
clear commanding officer amongst the bodies.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Can I make an Arcana check on the cold spots?
Yeah, make an Arcana check for me. As you roll that, we'll get to Fable first. You search through. I'm going to say the upper levels of the keep first. You let the others stick to the bottom. You don't find much. You find quite a few magically enchanted bags, and inside the bags are food. There's quite a few,
refrigerator bag.
pretty much.
Is it a bag
Yeah, you get
refrigerated?
they're like the
Yeah.
food inside is cold. Is like salted meats, like cured meats, stuff like that.
Wait,
There's-
are the bags holding more than they should?
yes,
They're
but like,
bag-
but
they're
not
lunch-
much more. It's
They're magic
like,
lunch bags.
Yeah, it's sort of like a
It's
magic
like
lunch bag.
if it classifies as a lunch food, it's allowed in the bag.
They hold about.
That'd be such a good because you could carry infinite bread but no money.
Oh, bread.
But infinite bread. Still.
Okay, I got a question for you. Infinite bread,
Infinite
but
bread.
no money.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then bread. Infinite bread, but no bread.
Infinite bread but no money by far. I'm sorry, like I don't even care about the other conundrum because I
I'm
want
keeping all of this in, by the way.
infinite.
Actually, I feel like the
Interesting character.
This is-
the alternative
Okay.
question would have been better if it was money, infinite money,
Yeah.
but no money.
No, these bags are like very low level enchantments. They hold maybe double, maybe triple the amount they should.
It's like a pocket on a
So
hammer.
it's just straight up to stock the.
It's
keep.
like
Yeah.
practical enchantments by like a low level enchanter.
It's just straight up like
We live in a fantasy
Yeah,
world.
and the bags
Your
seem
iPhone
like
is magic.
old. Like magic items hardly rot, but they
Bro,
still
it's
seem like-
military surplus. Magic item
Dude,
military.
Magic
Is there a
item
military
military
surplus
Dude, it's
store?
like extra missiles. It's like,
this is it.
it.
You also find a few sort of like trinkets of the area.
Interesting.
Like this keep. You know the area of Old Estamir, which is the region you're in right now. Like, there's a lot of ruins that have a lot of, like, dating back to the first 4 eras of creation. Like, thousands and thousands of years ago, there's, like, stuff here. So there's a few trinkets that probably soldiers of the past brought here and kept. A few of them are magical. You find if you want to write this down, an enchanted necklace with some runes on it. It's like a stone necklace. Rather, there's rope and then like the necklace itself is stone. And you also find a pair of bracers that parts are actually like carved stone as well, but also bits of runic.
There's like
Metal.
low-key defender all like they're like really old.
Sort of.
It's more like giant.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. You put together like you've seen giant rooms before. It's more giant architecture made for like
Can I do
smaller individuals.
the favorite trick of the player? Make an Arcana check to see if I can discern any of what they might do.
Sure. Go ahead. Make an Arcana check.
I
for me.
thought Fable found it.
Yeah.
I'm with
King was
Fable.
with
Oh.
Yeah.
I was following him around.
I'm like, sniff this.
We're going to jump back to quickly answer Peach's
14.
question, 14,
Yeah.
for Arcana on the cold. I'll just say it's magical. It's clearly like some sort of necrotic, and it's very directed. So like the areas of darkness and cold
Yeah.
are like small on the body.
Okay.
Like maybe this wide.
Okay.
About the size of like a grape or something.
Anything other than that? Is there no like physical body harm other than like the dark spots?
Not
Or just kind of like roughed up?
Not really. They're a little roughed up, like especially the ones outside from falling and whatnot. And there is a balcony above that a few also fell over. So there's like maybe
Yeah.
a broken neck or two.
But no one was like sword fighting.
No.
Okay.
There's no injuries other than the dark spots. What did you roll, Fable?
I
Or
rolled
sorry, King.
15.
15. The bracers seem to be in some way abjurative or defensive in their craft and make, and the necklace is very much of a divining standpoint. Like in your travels, you've actually seen necklaces very similar to this, but that's all you get.
Okay.
Some sort of like divining essence, whether to protect or to actually.
Okay.
That's all you get though.
So what did
You rolled an 18, Bramble.
I would
Yes.
also ask real quick that Fable find lookout point to just observe.
Okay. There's
Moving on.
yeah, there's some ramparts on the top of the keep.
Yeah, I'll just later.
Great. 18 for Bramble. On the first floor is mostly barracks. Actually, second floor would be mostly barracks with a few food stores. Bottom floor or first floor would be mostly food stores with a few barracks, actually. And the food stores are like lower in, so there's like supply rooms and stuff that are filled to the brim with stuff that had just been brought in by the looks of it. More bodies. You don't find a ton of stuff. Again, the rumors concerning this place, as Yoren told you, were mostly just that it had been abandoned at some point, it was unmanned, and there was a lot of magical sort of activity around it. So they just assumed it was a lot of old Estamirian artifacts and stuff, but you don't find anything really. Except for actually 18, Bramble?
Yeah.
Sorry. You do find in one of the supply rooms, a rune on the far wall has been slashed.
Saying I've heard much about that. Can I make an Arcana check? Can I make an Arcana check?
You can make an Arcana check. I don't know how much you would.
I just rolled a 19, so
Just freaking on, pretty much.
You've seen this actually.
Get destroyed.
You actually recognize this rune from one of the spell blades that attacked you. It was on one of their like pauldrons, their like shoulder plates. That's the base of it. You recognize the base, but this rune is much more articulate in its design and probably much more powerful.
okay.
But it's the same sort of basis. Take that as you will.
Ask if the slash was magical. Was the slash magical?
The slash was very much made by
Fancy that word.
a physical blade.
So This slash.
Probably some sort of like shovel or something. It's a very rough slash.
All right. On the perception, I got a nat 10.
19. Okay. Nothing currently seems to be approaching, and you can see for quite a while. Like as I said, this is sort of like on not exactly a plateau, but a hill that flattens
It's an
for
advantage point
quite a few miles.
because it's on a keep.
Yeah.
It's like it's a defendable position, so I'd be able to see a little bit far away. Hopefully,
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
It was past tense very defendable when it was full of a garrison to troop, but now they are tragically on the floor, Mr. MacArthur. I don't know.
As I am writing this, you do actually see Emrys still sort of like sitting outside. He's made a fire, and you see
The player in me wants to shoot him with a bow. So.
that would be funny to watch. Actually,
Oh my god!
Let's not kill Emrys. He's about
like
to
above table,
maybe spread
Above
some-
table.
Dungeon Master would find that incredibly funny.
Okay, but what if Fable did it? Oh,
You could totally do it.
no,
would
if no
Fable do
Fable
it?
wouldn't, but I would.
Telly the player would.
As a human being would I'd take a pot shot. I wouldn't like try to kill him. I'd be like
Just spook him.
Have
Have we like swept most of the keep at
You've
this
swept
point?
most of the keep. Yeah.
Okay. Could I do like a final like arcana like feel if there's something? Just kind of like connect myself
sure,
with magic.
You're pretty connected.
Just
to
feel
magic, so
feel
I'll
the
say
magic flow like the
vibes.
breeze.
Roll an Arcana check.
That's a nat one.
Yeah, this place is magical. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, nice. I like magic.
Going on.
The only place you haven't looked is that side sort of tower,
That's ominous.
like
Sounds like
the
something's
short.
there.
It's a short tower. It's like more of a turret to the wall of just this area, and it seems to go down.
Oh.
Architecture wise, it looks like
Basement.
past the door. It probably
Basement
goes down.
time.
Basement.
All right, folks, let's go together. Or you
Of
heard-
course, let's split the gang.
No, we getting back together.
Great.
These bodies are about 5 hours old, and whatever killed them was using magic. So do you think that thing is still here? No. 5 hours.
Good work.
Okay.
Well, I suppose we want to hang around.
We should. Let's go to the basement, guys. Yeah. Not really. Basement time.
All right. Well, anyone got a sunrod or torch?
Peaches
Produce flame.
produces flame in her, just a ball of flame in Peach's hand.
Nice. I guess I have my moon sickle, which is
That also-
do dim.
That
I
also
feel like
glows.
I'll be like, you should draw your moon sickle. Oh
But
man,
fire's
it sucks that we only have one moon.
Fire
sickle
is
in the
cooler
party.
though. I'm gonna say holding fire is cooler than a glowing blade.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, actually, I'll take a moment of intimacy. I'll say, all right, well, I will reveal my moon blade. I'll just use that for light, you know.
Just like
I
Tinks.
have a moon blade. Yeah, I'm like tink. I'm like, hey. No, I don't do that.
he
But
just does not understand.
no, I don't
Yeah.
tink it. But I do unsheath it and I like use the dim light to continue forward down in the basement. So
great. You descend. There aren't any bodies in this. It's sort of like a spiral staircase that has a few offshoots into like small hallways that are mostly there for just holding supplies or a nook for a light or something. As you go down, though, you do find a couple bodies. These ones are armored differently, much more thoroughly, I'll say. Their armor also seems magical
they're like
in some way. They're
steel plate, not chainmail.
yeah, they're more they seem in a more commanding position, but they don't look like commanders per se. You can't like tell that.
Do they have any sort of like
They have
government insignia? They have the.
I'll say everyone but Peaches recognizes the insignia of, just to reference a real world thing that'll make it easier to understand. Basically, this armor and this insignia designates these men as part of an equivalent to Secret Service for the Aedriosi Council, called an order of bodyguards and knights called the Mantled Bulwark.
sombreros. They're like the Adeptus Custodes. And if you guys get that, W to you. But to the people out there that will get it one day, they'll be like, what?
What? That was a good reference.
Yeah.
Basement time.
Basement time.
Actually, as you pass one of the bodies, As you pass one of the bodies, King, as you are like snooping at the bodies and stuff, one of them moves.
I just want to say internally I called that.
Okay. Great. Yeah, one of them very slightly, like on the edge type of deal. But one of them is still moving.
But that
The mofo dying. But that kind of happens when you have a dead body. Sometimes it twitches. Are you gonna tell us the body's twitching?
That'd be pretty.
It's totally
he
possible.
could just not. Oh, 2. That doesn't mean good.
Maybe it does.
Probably not.
One of them moved. Is that normal?
I would say no medicine check required.
Okay.
This is an older gentleman, an older knight, probably in his like.
Is or was?
Giza.
He is
Currently
alive.
is.
He is currently breathing. You see breathing.
Oh!
He's
not undead.
He's not undead.
Oh,
Sorry, you didn't call that, did you?
I did not.
I thought they were zombies.
Probably in his like 70s or 80s. Probably 70s. Let's call 70s. But he's still like
Yeah.
he
He's a
still
bro.
looks
He's doing the
athletic.
thing.
He's doing
He's
the
a
thing.
full plated armor baddie.
Yeah.
Baby. Sorry.
Indeed.
That's not kind. I should be kind.
Yeah, you should be kinder. But he's sort of like he moves a little, like rustles at sensing noise and stuff, and like coughs a little, but he's like virtually unconscious.
I go and I cast Cure Wounds.
I was gonna do that.
Oh, you
Do
can
a double.
Do it for that.
Let me cast your
Do a double.
No, I
You
want
can
to
do it for that. If you're more specialized in it. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Hurry!
Okay, he's a paladin.
Well, I also get
Do it.
bonus
Do it.
for doing it. So I hold up my moon sickle and I cast Cure.
Oh yeah, you do get a bonus for it.
So maybe
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
I get plus, was it plus 2?
why does his sword make him heal people?
A D4.
Yours does too.
Oh,
Yeah.
good to know right now. Maybe you sent me something.
So that's
I
8.
did. I think I just trusted you to look it up.
I got 11.
Thank you.
I'm
I
11.
appreciate the trust.
I really
but
am sorry.
I'll look it up later.
Is it 1d8 for Cure Wounds right again?
Cure wounds should be 1d8. And then the moonsicle adds another dice.
Yeah, I added a teeth. Okay.
Great.
So I got 12.
12. Great. As you heal him, he sort of takes a moment to like get going. He's still an old man.
Oh, jeez.
His hips
He
are really.
his hips are really.
Yeah.
Oh, I
They
feel.
are
it. I
not
really feel
truthful
it.
hips. Unless hips do lie.
Why are you lot here?
We're looting the place.
That's not what we're doing. We were hired here by.
Are you going to kill me?
No, I'm not. Kind of.
We just saved
A
you.
member of the Hunter Conclave. But you don't know that.
Sylvan Vale? That's the one, right?
That's the one.
You're a long ways from home, aren't you?
Yeah. What the hell?
So
happened
you're
here?
not going to kill me.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna kill you. Now that pumpkin, he's a damn liar. So I'm just warning you now.
About to, that pumpkin.
It'll say some things, and they
Am
will
I-
not be true.
Am I dying?
They'll say
Pumpkin
some
did
things.
Just talk.
It's part of it. But
That's-
Cure Wounds explicitly does not allow you to die. So
Great.
that was the point of the spell I just cast on you.
Anyways, what attacked you?
Yeah, someone else.
We
did this.
didn't see it. It was shadow. I was in the basement when it happened. We heard bodies dropping, and then I was gone before I was out. I don't know what hit us, but I think it's gone.
Was it a dragon?
All of them.
If it was a dragon, he wouldn't be alive.
It was.
What's in the basement?
It was not a dragon, young man.
They were bipedal.
What's in the basement? A lot of things.
Like?
Mostly just 3 things. 3 individuals. They're probably gone by now.
Are they hombres or?
They are not good individuals.
Are
They're
they
very
friendlies?
old.
Do you think they're the ones?
What do you mean they're really old? Are they dead?
No, they can't die.
Are they
actually,
in a dungeon?
They were caged at one point, but
So they're hostile.
yes,
You're very
but
cryptic,
they're
man.
probably gone. Why are you kids here?
Who are they?
I don't have the right intel.
You're basically dead, man.
Everyone you know.
They're from before the new era.
What the hell is your problem? Can you
Hey,
not
we're
see
getting
this
answers.
man is in goddamn turmoil? And
Okay,
you
well, he's
just,
not dying anymore.
okay, but
You have any names?
We saved him.
Names.
Names
From the turmoil.
of the people. Great. Don't ask my name first.
Just woke up.
They're heroes from the Wars of the Unraveling. I'll just come out and say it.
I'm sorry. Did you ask our names at all? We saved your goddamn life, and here you are.
You know what? That's my bad. What are your names? I am Jespin Kirsell. I don't know the names of our captives. Okay? I was reassigned here 3 days ago. In the books, it's destroyed. But apparently others know about it as well. So they came. That's all I have.
Okay.
Do you think that the people, or whatever it was that came and attacked you, were trying to get the individuals out? And
They are the only relatively valuable things in this keep, besides a few trinkets.
Those are pretty cool lunch boxes, I gotta say.
anyways,
He does chuckle at that. He legitimately chuckles at that.
Alright, well, let's
you just help him up. I help
Great.
him up.
He uses his drawn sword to prop himself up.
I, the person, appreciate that.
So, these cages are down here?
You're still talking. I'm not dead, and you're still talking.
Yeah, that's...
You get used to
You're
it.
a pumpkin. You do know that. Sorry,
not
I
a
shouldn't
pumpkin.
question
You're a
it.
human, you know
There
that?
were ancient heroes just downstairs, and I'm questioning a pumpkin talking to me. Okay. Listen.
I don't appreciate that xenophobia being displayed by my ally. Toward my allies, I mean.
My apologies.
I appreciate some respect for the pumpkin pest.
I don't know how capable you all are, but if you could just go check downstairs.
King is already
Gladly.
walking towards the stairs.
Lovely.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, well, I'm assuming... he'll
Do you
take
have any
it.
other companions here
Nope.
that could help?
Well, actually,
There's the useless guy down the road.
he can't even rhyme. Can't even.
In his name.
Well, I probably can't rhyme that well too. What is
Yeah,
that?
but it's
Give me a rhyme.
Dog
I'm going
and
down, so
hog.
I can't... I'm not...
That's a good rhyme. What do you fear the
Thank
most?
you.
Oh my. We're checking. We're checking.
Not
We're going
much.
downstairs.
What?
Alright, thank
And
sir.
you just leave Kirsell just standing there, like still thinking about what he fears most. It's still very much like
Is it
coming.
updated since the last 5 hours?
Yes, like
I think King's main goal is for him to not know whether or not he's actually alive or dead.
yeah. Oh, definitely. No,
That's my main quest.
The vibe you get from Kirsell is like coming up from like a surgery.
Yeah.
Like he's very
He's on
out of it.
anesthetics.
Like,
They've taken his wisdom teeth, and
yes,
he does not
he
know
does
why.
not know. He's trying to walk and he cannot.
Kirsell, I have been drying these fruits for the past 2 months inside of my coat. You may have these as recompense for our party's readings.
I appreciate that.
They're
My
you
mom
just give them weed.
Great.
No, it's dried pears and like apples and shit.
Oh, I heard roots.
no,
fruit.
fruit, with an F.
Fruit.
Cell
With an
takes it, sits back down,
Maybe
gestures towards the stairs.
Basement time.
Basement time.
Basement time.
As you descend into this large, dark basement chamber, you see sort of three points of interest in the room. There are two sort of concave, like divots, like large, not quite cells, but almost
to
like you
have
would
a
put a
person.
statue inside, like,
I see.
you know. So there are two sort of spaces on either side of the wall, on either wall, sorry, and one on the far side of the room, one sort of pedestal, this raised, slightly raised platform, and all around the chamber, you see chains. Just a ton of chains. A lot are leading to the now empty divots in the wall that, like, you can see the chains are, like, severed, like, burned almost off, and way more chains leading to the pedestal.
Basement time.
Basement time. A lot of
I can't
chains.
hear like chains anymore without thinking.
I know. I
yeah.
literally. I was like, I was going into
Yeah.
flashbacks.
Also,
No,
you did this.
So the chains, there's a lot of them, and they're all, like, you can see the ones that weren't like burned off or broken in any way still have like actively glowing runes in them. There's different sizes. Some chains are like as big as my forearm. Like
That's tiny. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding.
You're right.
For audio listeners, it's massive.
I have
He is yoked.
huge forearms.
He's huge.
We're the record.
I cannot believe.
Arcane vibe check? Question mark.
It's dark in here, but give me an arcane vibe check.
We have
Yeah.
fire
Produce
hands.
flame. There's a ball of
Hey,
fire
yeah,
in my
man.
hand.
Yeah.
Hey, that was.
You just stole Peach's thing.
I can do it too.
Okay, it's fine.
Beaches, I think that was
The room
unique
itself,
to present
like
in that
near you,
way.
isn't dark, but the far side is. It's large enough that the far side.
I'm just kind of doing like, cause some ancient heroes were contained in here, so I'm doing kind of like an arcane, like, were they being preserved in here? Were they preserved themselves? Like,
Peaches was educated about war.
That's fair.
Yeah. Peaches was
it was cocked and then it landed.
And then it landed to a 5.
Can I reroll it?
No.
Is
Oh,
anyone
let's
else?
do
it. It's a
Wait, is
10.
anyone else
It's a
trying
10.
an arcane vibe check?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Then King gets advantage.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, then I'm fine with that.
Unnatural 20.
Yeah.
great. From the nature of the enchantments, you've done some studying on the subject as just trying to learn about your own arcane abilities. You've looked into sort of enchanting something with spells. You've looked at enchanting objects. Each link in the chain is specifically enchanted. Like each chain has a rune on it. Individually enchanted. Like these enchantments combined are incredibly powerful. Above game, higher than level 20 enchantments.
We are level 2.
And like as you look at the chains that have been broken, the runes are completely dispelled, which is worrying to
In
say
the
the
same
least.
way,
Is
or just like broken.
Yeah, they're not like slashed.
Oh, they're not slashed. They're just the enchantments are completely dispelled. They are just gone.
Satan was
Which
there-
you would know would take an incredible amount of power.
yes. Are there links, like, is there like a length of chain that's still enchanted?
There are
Yeah.
quite a few lengths of chains
Can
that
I-
are still enchanted.
Or are they attached to something, or can I take them?
As you get closer, you see that indeed they are still attached to something.
Cut!
A little note for the editors and for listeners. In the next 17 or so minutes of audio, the microphone that I was using, the audio connected to it got corrupted in some way. The quality isn't the best, and you may have to strain to hear what I say, but hopefully it isn't too bad. Just apologizing for that. Back to the episode.
On the far side of the room, kneeling,
Dragon time.
arms extended, limbs, body, head, everything chained, is a man. A rather tall individual, large in stature, head down, pale skin, dark, long hair, wearing what seems to be old finery, like the clothes that this person is wearing,
Not in fashion.
not in fashion.
So
Like-
unfashionable.
Predating new era fashion type of,
As an ancient.
as in ancient. Not
as
that
an
like ancient fashion was
hero.
all that different because fantasy.
wait,
was
wait.
not, but
The dude upstairs said there was 2 people, but we only see 1. He said 3?
he said
And there's
three.
one.
I was on the floor when you said
There's
it.
2
so-
alcoves where it seemed like
there are
people
two.
or
Okay,
statues
that's
were.
what I figured.
2, and
Yeah.
then he's in the back.
And
But
then
wait, they're ancient heroes, so why are they locked up?
Oh, you know.
Well, maybe they're like heroes as a title,
He
but they're
didn't
bad guys.
expound at all. Okay, cool. But this guy looks, he looks large, but also like well put together, I guess is a way to put it. I guess.
indistinguishable features
Yeah.
other than he's a man.
Long dark
pale
hair.
skin, long dark hair,
Heroic.
big build,
How are his ears?
pointed,
Can I make a
long,
survival
longer
check?
than an elf,
like a high elf.
longer.
Can I
Probably something not.
Dumbo over here.
Probably
can
something
I
not
observe
mortal.
it and know of it?
If you all want to make perception or insight checks,
I'm about to
Can I make a
proceed with
survival
that.
check on it?
Can I make a
I'm actually really not.
I got 2 15s. But on this 24.
okay.
I got
Dang.
19 on survival.
Oh, wow.
This is the one time I
Tell me
do
what
that.
happened. I didn't
What were
proceed
you
well.
rolling for the nat 20?
Perception.
Just perception. Okay.
But Duckman.
Maybe you should have picked something else.
There's not
Everything.
Anything else like super like noteworthy on this person. He's like he doesn't have any weapons on him. He doesn't have any armor on him. Like he doesn't look like a normal man.
Is he awake?
We'll get
Is he
to that.
okay.
24 on Arcana.
Does he give off a magical...
Magical vibes.
Probably.
So, like, as you tap into, like, arcane energies and stuff, it was very well, like, dimmed from anywhere else in the keep. This room itself is incredibly magical. Like,
Whoa!
almost once you like, try and tap into it, because you have, like, an innate sense of magic. You can tell this guy has a lot of...
Like the Ripper.
You good?
Tell the difference
You can,
between like the
there's-
chains and the guy.
There's a very different arcane vibe from the chains and the guy, but also you came incredibly familiar.
Uh-oh.
That's probably not a good thing. King.
What were you rolling for survival? Is that what you were rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. You're 19 on survival. What was that gauge?
I think I'm gonna change it to whether we can survive this moment.
He's straight up, dude.
A literal survival moment
He's not a dragon, so we're fine.
can we survive this man?
Can you survive this man?
Like, what the hell is this thing? Like, is there anything like impressive about its physique, about its
He's a large individual. He's
features? Like, it's like 12-foot guy.
Like maybe like 7 foot.
Okay,
He was well fed.
He was well fed, and he's
so
quite
he's like bodybuilder.
Never got the plague.
world class.
He's just built
Just
like that.
well built.
And his head does cock a little
Oh,
as y'all get a little closer.
Maybe he's awake.
King's gonna, like, as everyone's getting closer, King's gonna actually take 2 steps back. Kind of more
was a
like
good check.
kind of like a staggering
decision.
Like if
Proud of you.
if King could cover his eyes, he would be, just because of like the strength in this room.
As he backs away,
Uh-oh.
don't back away with the puppet. We've only just reunited.
Oh,
King runs
someone
away.
found their dad.
King runs away.
As you run away, you hear, in like a mocking tone, "Glad to see my nightmare worked, little one."
King's gone.
I
As you run,
draw
you run.
shield and Yikola.
Collide.
No. He dodges to the side as you're running and continues down. Unless you talk to him first.
That was Emrys, the
Emrys,
bard.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm running.
Okay. You all don't know that Emrys is coming down, but this man continues to talk. Glad to see that you came to visit me. We had a bit of a tough inn this morning. Unfortunately, they weren't able to dispel this darn chain. Would any of you care to free me?
I'm gonna go find Kane.
None of you are excited.
Do I find King?
Perhaps an
You
opportunity.
like ran, and you also like
Hey, let's-
Emrys comes into the chamber as like you're leaving.
Oh,
Emrys is.
Emrys, what the hell is this? What is going on?
We should.
Alright, then let's get them the hell out. Let's get out of here.
Oh, don't leave now. It's been a while.
Don't unfree him.
And
God damn
he
it.
Now, and he now addresses Emrys
Who?
as he comes down.
We should not
It has certainly been quite a while. I don't recognize this face, but how's he been running from the master, Little Wolf? 2 of my acquaintances would be traveling together at such an opportunity.
Alright, I don't know
Are we messed up right now?
who you are.
Alright.
And
I
crap.
guess I'm not going to be able to talk my way out of this.
Yeah, sorry, pal. I don't really give a damn.
3 make wisdom saving.
Oh, god damn.
Oh, that.
King, for reference while they're rolling, King probably made it to probably like the center of the keep, like just entrance, and is like essentially he's having a panic attack. So curled up in a ball, breathing heavy.
I'm sorry. What's the saving throw?
Wisdom?
No, yeah, but like I don't have my stuff right now.
It's just your normal modifier.
Oh, so it's a
Oh,
0.
that's not proficiency.
Druids have proficiency, so you'll add 2.
And actually,
So you'll add 5
paladins
to
also
that.
have proficiency.
So plus 2?
I
Plus
believe
2 on top of. I thought it was charisma.
It's charisma and wisdom.
It's charisma and wisdom.
14.
I believe you.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, you
I'm fucked.
17.
I'm freaked
Brain
out,
is
dude.
fried.
I'll say since you're so close to Emrys, as something starts to overtake you, like a hand goes in front of your face, Emrys snaps,
Oh, thank God.
and you're good.
Oh,
Fable, you're good.
thanks,
But
Emrys.
you two,
What? 15? I mean, 16. Wait,
you
17?
roll a
This guy's
17
crazy.
fails.
What did you get?
I got 5.
Your minds go blank for a moment. You and Emrys see Bramble and Peaches immediately, without hesitation, as quickly as possible, run forward and just touch the chains. That's all they need to just touch, grab the chains. And willingly pull them.
Whoops.
You see that happen. And Emrys, before he can act, Emrys reaches for something in his coat. You all act, but none of you can do anything fast enough. You two, Peaches and Bramble, your minds are overtaken, and you come to holding chains. Hold. That's all it took. A willing pull from. You pull.
I'm not
The
responsible.
chains aren't dispelled, but they are magically unraveled. So at just one tug, and this guy is becoming free. Emrys, oddly enough, he pulls several throwing daggers out and chucks them at this dude.
Oh, not at this.
Not at you guys.
You know what? I'm okay with you. I'm okay with stabbing me right now. Yeah.
It's
They
like,
hit, but there's barely any reaction. One of them lodges into his cheek.
This reunion, though short-lived, was certainly entertaining. I have to join my mistress now.
All of you hear this, but it's directed at King, and you hear it too, King.
I'll be seeing you soon. We need to have a chat. You'll be a good one.
A shadow, a female silhouette.
Of a dragon.
shut up.
Not a dragon.
Hey, man.
Keep up on the freaking dragon,
A
guys.
humanoid silhouette of a shadow, emerges from a crack in the stone and just wraps this figure up, this man up in darkness, and is gone.
Hey, at least you didn't want to kill us right now.
Yeah, but now he's about to wreak havoc.
That's fine. Just kidding.
Bro. Do we even see her face or any distinguishing features? Just like a.
It is a think Peter Pan shadow. There's
Alright,
no features to distinguish. It's just a silhouette.
Is her hair in a bun?
Does it feel like what the knight described?
Okay, I got a
Of the
19
shadowy
in
figure.
Finding King.
Yes, but more
On tracking King.
He
Got
described
a
them as
19
fleeting
to track
Like
you.
floating around.
He described them as he couldn't see them before they attacked. This one is very
Okay.
Either way, it's like a 17.
I'm a...
Kind of like the
Technically,
what are they called?
You're what?
The KKK in Harry Potter.
the Death Eater.
Yes.
Would I be able to trap King with advantage?
You know, in the movie where they.
Even though technically I'm not a humanoid.
Yes.
Okay.
It's alright.
19 to track him. It, she,
The
Bessie,
thing!
Track.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Run.
Okay.
What's up?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make a dice roll real quick. Okay. You find King. For the first time in as long as King has known existence, it has passed out.
It's off.
It is the first time it's not been conscious since it has known it exists. So you just kind of find the body just it was in a ball and then loosened and it's fallen over and it's slightly a spray of the stuffing, it has fallen out, it fell out from impact of falling over.
I'll do what I can to put it back in.
I have mending.
Carry it back up.
You, as you were putting it back together, it's not been really known what King is. You see the hint of flesh, something inside the suit.
P.U. Sneaky. He doesn't have a brain.
I'd be as gentle as possible in carrying King back to the rest of the party.
What's going on with us?
We're leaving. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
chilling there, I guess.
Oh, we're out of
You're
the.
out.
Okay.
Are they? So they're out of the trance.
They're out of the, as soon as you pulled the chains, you were out of the trance.
Okay.
We're like,
It
shoot.
was it was a 2-second takeover because you were already close.
All right. So
Not cool, actually.
As you guys recollect as the group, reconvene this. That's where we're going to end.